This is the 1/3 horsepower Bauer 8-inch benchtop drill press from Harbor Freight. At $90, it's a pretty good buy. At $80, it just might be a steal. Hey folks, Wes from Woody Name Woodworking here for not really a review of this Bauer drill press, more of a set of initial impressions. Picked this up a few weeks ago. Shortly after that, I also picked up COVID, so I haven't really gotten a chance to use this that much. But I've used it a few times and kind of have a few thoughts on it. Overall, they're pretty good. Now, I know there's always a lot of debate about the quality of Harbor Freight tools, and in some cases that debate is certainly well earned. But if you're a DIYer, a hobbyist, enthusiast, or even a pro that doesn't use a tool that often, a lot of things at Harbor Freight are really worth it, especially these sort of larger shop tools, which can often be very pricey. Now, the Bauer here is really at the bottom of the price range for these 8-inch benchtop drill presses. There's a lot of them in this kind of $90 to $120, $130 price range, and really at the high end you get to about $200 to $300. The really high-end makers of drill presses don't even bother with this size, and sure, I'd love a Powermatic, but I don't really need that at the moment. And if I were to save up the money to purchase one, that would probably be years before I was able to purchase a drill press. So, until then, honestly, this fulfills a lot of my needs. So, as we can see, simple, straightforward enough. I have a power switch here. Runs really silently, smoothly. Right below it, we have a switch to turn on this light. And if I were to have one complaint really about this drill press is that I don't really think this light is serving any purpose. Honestly, I'd rather they had taken this off and maybe given me slightly better bearings in the motor, or maybe attached this cable to the back here in some way. But, that's kind of a minor complaint. We have a pretty straightforward adjustment here in the back where we can loosen this to raise, to lower and raise our little stage here, or work surface. And we're going to tighten this one here. So we'll just go ahead and use this Forstner bit I already had in the chuck. Again, turning it on has a really smooth sound to it. Apply nice, even, smooth pressure. As you can see, it was no problem whatsoever to cut in this soft pine. There you can see the hole made by our Forstner bit. So pine is relatively easy to cut, but what about a hardwood? Now, to be honest, I don't actually have a lot of hardwood. I'm still developing, reacquiring those woodworking skills, and I don't want to waste them on really good wood. So primarily I work with pine at the moment, which is pretty forgiving, pretty soft, and much more affordable than the hardwoods are. Someday I probably will transition to working a lot more with hardwood, but at the moment, I don't want to ruin a $50 board if I can instead just ruin like a $10 board. So let's see how it works with this hardwood. This looks like a piece of oak. This is something the previous owners of the house left behind that I don't actually know what it was. But I've used it for a couple of different things. So let's see how this works for us. One caveat I have to give in my initial impressions here is that I'm primarily a woodworker. Drilling through soft and hardwood is not necessarily the hardest thing in the world for a drill press to do. Only a few times a year do I really end up drilling through metal, and I've yet to do that to this point. Sure, I could grab a piece of angle iron or something to show you guys what it looks like, but that would be kind of disingenuous. So I don't really know how this is going to hold up if you drill a lot of metal. Stops right away too, that's nice. So again, we can see that we've cut a pretty nice hole there with our Forstner bit. So now I've got a 1/4 inch Bosch drill bit in the chuck, and we're going to see how well it does with just a piece of pine. Spoiler alert, it does just fine. And again, with hardwood. Pretty well perfect, honestly. So, unfortunately, I've only gotten to use this drill press a little bit. But honestly, I've been pretty impressed with it so far. For $90 or honestly $80, it's a really good buy. Do I think if you were using it 8 hours a day constantly, drilling through 1/4 inch thick steel plate or really hardwood all the time, it would hold up? Probably not. But honestly, most of us aren't doing that. Most of us are drilling maybe a few holes a week, maybe a few holes a month if we're really being honest. And a tool like this, yeah, it's really going to fit your needs. I think it's really going to fit mine as kind of a basic furniture making, woodworker, hobbyist kind of guy. I really can't ask for more than what this delivers. Again, I can't really speak to its ability to actually drill through metal, but I don't do a lot of that. So being able to drill with a Forstner bit or just a regular twist drill bit, that's really all I'm looking for. And if this can do it for $80 and do it sometimes, it's a win in my book. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you get the chance, please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Thanks.